Hoi Hoi, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, whoever did the prologue, and now we have to start the real game. I can just go in there and do the story, but I could also explore this place a bit more. And that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we can find some... Okay. I don't know how to pronounce that. Apothecary. Find recepts through exploration or by visiting merchants. Visit an apothecary with herbs you gather in the wilderness to upgrade potions. Use the equip station to assign different potions to each of your party member and to replenish the potions you are carrying. Use the upgrade station to unlock permanent upgrades for your potions. Yes. So I don't know. So I'm not really a fan of the potion system in this game. Okay,
Secret
let's
Ask told me that he can't let the herbs go for anything less than 8.
Okay, so patient observation day 2. Pulse normal, breathing normal, still unresponsive. Careful, drop, feed or prep elfwood extract to hasten his recovery. A lot of trashing, mutters about too many eyes. Sometimes about the grey. Okay, so this is interesting. Mutters about too many eyes, that's probably a reference to a beholder or something. So, so in the last episode we had patient observation day 1 in our room. This is day 2, so we can conclude from that the guy here, the guy from the apothecary, was responsible for taking care of us while we were unconscious. So, mutters about too many eyes, this is probably a reference to a beholder. I don't remember beholders being in the Dragon Age game that I played before in Origins. I don't remember them, but it's not that far from what could be in this game. So I'm assuming now that at some point we will fight a beholder, or that beholders are normal enemies. Something about the grey. Okay, so I don't know what the grey could referring to. Okay, so they are the Grey Warden, right? That's what Dragon Age more or less is about the Grey Warden. But I don't know, I don't think that this is a reference to that.
Fine. We'll gather our own.
Okay.
Tell Segrid he better hope he doesn't need a salve anytime soon.
Yeah, so Aiden is the guy who runs this clinic. I just call it clinic, it's much better. Okay, so loot. We will get a schematic for Rider's Hatchet and Light Adventurer armor. So here we can equip potions and we can upgrade potions. So we have potions. We have, so yeah, heal, also regenerations. We have buffs, tonics, and we have grenades, which is an offensive item. So we don't have much unlocked yet. We only have the healing potion. So upgrading it to increase the healing for level 1 costs 29 elf root. We could technically do this, increase the healing amount by 50. Okay, so how much do they heal now? I'm curious. 50 doesn't sound much. How much HP do we have? No, that's not it. Was it P? Attributes? Thanks for not showing me the actual attributes. How much HP do I have? Oh. Okay, anyway, I can spend the level. So what am I going for? Bookshot. Grappling chain, hamstring. When you attack a target from behind, you leave them slowed. You know how to take the fight out of your force. Okay, critical hits leave enemies weakened. I think it also gives me +2 strength. What's that? Vanguard. Okay, I don't want to go into Vanguard. Vanguard is probably better suited for a shield fighter. Give them the boot. Okay, we can stun them. For 3 seconds, this is actually good. Oh, all enemies. I don't think this is that good, because usually enemies are more split. I mean, it's very good if you want to start a battle when the enemy are still crowded, but I want to use the grappling chain to hook mages and rangers. I cannot unlock this. Okay, so what's that? It's block and slash. You stand ready to reflect attacks and punching counter to your attack. Okay. Wait. I accidentally... Oh, Damn it. Okay, so I accidentally spent a point there. I'm going for this one, just so that I have a counter. So crushing blow, hook chain. I will put it on 3. I don't want to use taunt. Alright. Let's talk to Aiden.
Look who's back from the dead. Again.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Okay, investigate. You are a bit cranky.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers is a waste of my time and talents. But there are a few around who can help.
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
Okay, need any help?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Okay, so this has given us
Farewell.
a quest. We can just straight up complete. So wait, what was the magic? I forgot what the it was we. Okay, loot. Give me the loot. Blood Lotus. And I got a charm. Okay, so here we have here Solace.
The chosen of Andraste. A blessed hero sent to save us all.
I'm not a hero.
I've no interest in being a hero. All I want is to find a way to seal this breach.
Pragmatic, but ultimately irrelevant.
Okay.
I've journeyed
that
deep
was the
into the
force.
Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past in ancient wars, both famous and forgotten. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
Huh? You study ancient ruins? That sounds fun.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong enough to withstand the rigors of time has a history. Every battlefield is steeped in death. Both attract spirits. They press against the veil, weakening the barrier between our worlds. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other living being has ever seen.
That's impressive. How can you sleep there?
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruins. Isn't that dangerous?
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
That's valuable. That's impressive. That's valuable. That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
If you go that deep into the Fade, you might find something better left alone.
I take precautions to avoid possession. I have no wish to become a demon's tool. In the same light, be cautious here. Cassandra's protection only lasts so long as she survives. It will be interesting to watch this fledgling Inquisition make its way. I will stay to see it, for now.
Oh,
Was that in
nice.
doubt?
I am an apostate surrounded by Chantry forces in the middle of a mage rebellion. Cassandra has been accommodating, but you understand my caution.
Cassandra will protect you.
Cassandra trusts you. She won't let anyone put you into a circle against your will.
Thank you. I appreciate the thought. But now let us hope either the mages or the Templars have the power to seal the breach.
Alright. So, let's go into this house and plunder it. And there's nothing in here. Nice! So this is the tavern, I think? Oh no, it's not. It's another tending house. Okay, so there's something to read. Yay! The Wendy Vega Quarterly. A well-run quarterly missive of suspect virtue. The Wendy de Vega welcomes the cool of autumn with the fall of another. The collected dreams of desire being the confession of an apprentice and training more furrowing than harrowing. Forbidden alliances at their most spirit. I have no idea what half of the words mean. The Wendy de Vega exhibitions for the noble of Fort but spy of steep. The lady herself says, enchanting, one supports the circle, and if only because closed doors offer the imagination more. 3 scarves fluttered and shock out of 5. Wendy de Vega. Okay, I have no idea what I just read. Okay, so down there is the tavern. So there was something to read. The Singing Maiden. Have you ever heard the story of King Bedwyr? Bedwyr, like most kings, was a man of great pride, who expected nothing but complete loyalty from his subjects. He believed the best way to achieve this was through fear. After all, those who feared him would never cross him or question his rule. Most importantly, those who feared him would always seek to please him. Bedwyr cultivated terror in his subordinates through the gleeful and unrestrained use of contraption referred to as the Maiden. The Maiden was a hinged iron casket, as high and wide and deep as a man, with vicious spikes within, meant to pierce through the poor soul locked into it. Bedwyr's Maiden was a prized possession, and stood in a place of honor in his throne room. Often with a screaming victim inside it, political rivals suspected assassins, treasonous ministers. The Maiden consumed them all, but as time passed, more people were given to the Maiden for increasingly trivial offenses. The cook for oversalting the king's food, the page boy for dropping his sword. The Maiden cast a pall over the kingdom, and its people prayed for deliverance from the cruel king. Then one day a strange woman rode into the city. She called herself Amber and was an emissary from a far-off land. Her leaders had heard, she said, of Bedwyr's wisdom and authority, and she sought the king's counsel. The thought that he had earned the adulation of border kings across the sea made Bedwyr swell with pride. Smell with pride. And he granted Amber an audience. They dined and danced, and through it all Amber flattered and fawned on the king. At the end of the night, Amber asked to see the Maiden, the infamous device that had given Bedwyr all his power. The king, giddy with praise, proudly presented Amber with the empty contraption. Amber looked at the maiden, sighed with disappointment and said, that does not look terrifying at all. I should have imagined the spikes to be much sharper. Bedwire grew wet at her comment and replied, the spikes are sharp enough. Look at the blood that still clings to them. But it's so small, said Amber. Are only children and women its victims? Bedwire grew redder still and replied, of course not. The maiden has devoured many men. Amber shook her head and said to the king, I do not believe it. Surely no warrior could fear this thing. A man like yourself, tall and muscled, would not fit within. The king laughed and saw a way to prove the merit of the maiden to Amber. I will show you how easily a man like myself could fit, he said, and with that he stepped into the device. But Amber was waiting, and no sooner had Bedwire squeezed himself into the iron casket that Amber slammed it shut on him. Amber took the maiden with the screaming Bedwire inside, through the castle and down into the city. And the people, finally free from the king's tyranny, cheers and dances to the singing that echoes through the streets. Until Bedwire was dead and it finally stopped. A tale often told in the Singing Maiden tavern. Okay, it's a nice story. Alright. More to read! Damn it! Why do I hate myself? A tale of the Frostbacks. Even mountains had a heart once. When the world was young, Korf the Mountain Father kept his throne at the peak of Belenas, the mountains at the center of the world, from which he could see all the corners of earth and sky. And he saw strong men become weak, brave men grow cowardly, and wise men turn foolish for love. Korf devised a plan that he might never be betrayed by his own heart, by taking it out and hiding it where no soul would ever dare search for it. He sealed it inside a golden cask, buried it in the earth, and raised around it the fiercest mountain the world had ever seen. The Frostbacks to guard it. But without his heart, the mountain father grew cruel, his chest filled with bitter mountain winds that shrieked and howled like lost souls. Food lost its flavor, music had no sweetness, and he lost all joy in deeds of valor. He sent avalanches and earthquakes to torment the tribes of men. Gods and men rose against him, calling him a tyrant, but with no heart, Korf could not be slain. Soon there were no heroes left, either among men or gods, who would dare challenge Korf. The Lady of the Sky sent the best of her children, the swiftest, the cleverest, and strongest flyers, to scour the mountains for the missing heart. And for a year and a day they searched, but sparrow and raven, vulture and eagle, swift and albatross returned to her with nothing. Then the ptarmigan spoke all up and offered to find the god chief's heart. The other birds laughed for the I don't know what that bird is anyway. Is a tiny bird too humble to soar, which spends half its time hopping along the ground. The lady would not give the little creature her blessing, for the mountains were too fierce even for eagles. But the ptarmigan set out anyway. The little bird traveled deep into the frostbacks. When she could not fly, she crawled, she hugged the ground and weathered the worst mountain winds. And so made her lonely way to the valley where the heart beat. With all the god's terrible deeds, the heart was far too heavy for the tiny bird to carry, so she rolled it little by little out of the valley and down a cliff, and when the golden cast struck the earth, it shattered. The heart was full of almost to bursting, and the pain of it roused the mountain god to come see what had happened. When Korf neared his heart, it leapt back into his chest, and he was whole again. Then Hakon Wintersbirth bound Korf's chest with 3 bands of iron and 3 bands of ice, so it could never again escape, and all the remaining gods named the ptarmigan, honored above even the loftiest eagles. The Ptarmigan, an Ava tale from Verwelden folklore and history by Sister between Chantry Scholar. Okay. Resources found. Okay, this is interesting. Resources found here, Elfwood and Iron.
And you've
Okay.
seen no signs of the Grey Wardens anywhere.
No.
You're certain?
Okay. I don't know I can take much longer.
We're not paying you to be sarcastic.
Okay.
Can I get you anything?
What can I find in Haven?
What can you tell me about this area?
is Haven's apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harris is the Inquisition smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And for anything fancier, you can try buying from Segrit. His prices aren't too high. Yet. Oh, there's also my knave. She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Apocryphy. Apocryphy.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Better than how I pronounce it. Okay, so there's no one else here to talk to. Can't talk to you. Can't talk to the bard. Okay. Okay, more loot. Some materials. Okay, here we have Varric.
So, now that Cassandra's out of earshot, are you holding up all right? I mean, you go from being the most wanted criminal in Thedas to joining the armies of the faithful. Most people would have spread that out over more than one day.
Okay, so how do I want to act? Do I want to act sad, tough, angry, confused? I think at this point I'm just glad to be alive.
I'm just glad I'm still standing after all that.
I still can't believe you survived Cassandra. You're lucky you were out cold for most of her frothing rage. For days now, we've been staring at the breach, watching demons and maker knows what fall out of it. Bad for morale would be an understatement. I still can't believe anyone was in there and lived.
Why did you stay?
If it was that bad, why did you stay? Cassandra said you were free to go.
I like to think I'm as selfish and irresponsible as the next guy, but this... Thousands of people died on that mountain. I was almost one of them. And now there's a hole in the sky. Even I can't walk away and just leave that to sort itself out.
I was fortunate. It hasn't sunk in yet. We need to close the breach. Yeah, just say we need to close the breach.
The breach needs to be sealed. The sooner the better.
If it can be sealed, you might want to consider running at the first opportunity. I've written enough tragedies to recognize where this is going. Heroes are everywhere. I've seen that. But the hole in the sky, that's beyond heroes. We're going to need a miracle.
Okay. What's this? Okay, more to read. Oh, this is day 3. I didn't know day 3 exists. Okay. Less trashing. Some response to stimulus. Vitals seem solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the chantry to kill my patient. All this work to save his life, and will they just execute him? Will inform Lady Cassandra. I expect him to wake before the morn. Okay. Alright. Interesting, so people wanted to kill me while I was unconscious. Okay, so 2 elf food over here. I can't jump over it. Okay, so...
When will you be able to get us the crafting supplies we need?
When they're ready. Piss off.
Okay.
No, my lord, I don't know where the other nobles are. I suggest you ask Ambassador Montillier. Oh, you're him. Thren. Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
Okay. What is your job?
What do you do here?
I make sure the Inquisition troops have food in their bellies and iron in their hands. Both are important. Lots of people expecting us to be heroes, marching all day to fight the demons. Turns out heroes need to dig latrines just like everyone else.
How did you end up here?
How does someone end up as quartermaster for the Inquisition?
I served for Eldon under Tenlogain MacTier. Best commanding officer this world has ever seen. After they all turned on him at Denerim, though, there wasn't much use for people who held that opinion. Queen Honora offered my services to the Inquisition. It was a kindness. She knew I supported her father and got me away from the political garbage.
No wonder you are. I don't know. I don't know what I should choose in this. No wonder you are unpopular. Just choose
With that
this.
attitude, I can't imagine how you made enemies in Denerim.
People just don't want to hear the truth. I was at Ostagar, and I know what really happened. King Kalen overextended his position, and the Grey Wardens were too late lighting the signal. Following the original plan would have gotten everyone killed. Tenlogain made the right decision. I apologize. Sister Liliana told me I shouldn't talk about this. Just forget it.
Okay. So this is a reference to Origins, I think. Yeah. So this is a reference to Origin, to the opening scene in. So in Origins, you so first you have a different tutorial route for every race or class you play. There are 4 different routes, I think. And after that, there comes the actual opening scene. And this was a reference to the opening scene, I think. Been like 5 or more years since I've last played Origins. Okay. Tell me about requisitions.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
Okay, how do I fill special orders?
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Okay, goodbye.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Okay, so you're on this table,
The mages will be able to seal the breach.
but I craft item logging stand. Okay,
I heard some speak of using the Templars instead.
so I can't open that. Okay, so
Work as well.
there's one more person I have to visit, to complete a side quest, and then we have. Okay, here's something else to read. Okay, Andvastes Mabari. So Mabari are a race of dogs in this fantasy world, which is resistance to demon blood. So normally, if you touch demon blood, you will become a demon yourself, a lesser demon. Like, yeah. So this is how it was in in Origins, and yeah. So and the Grey Warden had actually a way to make yourself resistant to it. Anyway, you know Andvastes old Mabari, he don't show up in the chant, and if you ask those holy sisters, well, they say Andvaste can't have had some big old smelly war dog, but all Farewell knows it right. Our sweet lady needed someone who would warm her feet at night. And there's Andvastes Mabari by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against Winter, the dog would never hide. They say the marker sent him special, always loyal with a pride, so he could be the sworn companion of the marker's holy bride. Oh, that dog he guards Andvaste without arrogance or fear, only asking of his mistress just a scratch behind the ear. But then old Marv Farad gets to plotting, tries to lure the dog away, but even as they trap the prophet, her Mabari never strays. And there's Andvastes Mabari by the holy prophet's side. In the fight against the winter, the dog would never hide. Okay, this is just the refrain. They said the maker sent him special, always loyal with a pride, so he could be sworn companion of the maker's holy bride. Oh, they thought the wounds had killed him, but then he limped out towards the fire, and Sarin, he shed a tear at the dog laid on the pyre. Okay. So jetzt that's my body, the companion of the Maker's Holy Bride. I'm sorry for that. Okay, so let's plunder this. Okay, here's nothing.
Apologize for what I said earlier.
It's nothing. Now,
So this is just a special shipment, but there shouldn't be anything new. Yeah, so there was nothing. Here isn't anything anymore, so what's over there? What's in there? Nothing. Alright. So, do we have something hidden here? Yes, one elf. Oh, and a chest. 2 elf rods and a chest. Elf roots, not rods. Elf rods are something different. Okay, I couldn't read that. So is there something over there? No, I don't think so. Alright, let's talk to Sherrod.
How could that great breach not have been caused by the mages?
it is reasonable to believe.
Sacred Sherrod.
You were awake and out of Lady Cassandra's clutches. And here I paid that little knife ear to inform me the moment you were free. No matter, no matter. Segret, honored to meet you. Thank you for all you've done, and hopefully will still do.
Such as?
What do you think I'll be doing exactly?
Word's already spreading that if anyone can close that blighted thing in the sky, it's you. Anything you need is yours. For a reasonable price, of course. Supplies are a little tight, given circumstances.
Okay, investigate. Why have you stayed?
What kind of person stays to run a shop at a time like this?
The kind with nowhere else to go. Those blasted demons destroyed most of my goods. If I stay here, work some contacts, I can start rebuilding. Maybe, just maybe, help you folks out in the process.
How's the mood?
You must speak with most everyone here. How are people doing?
Hope and fear in equal measure. No one really knows what it means when an Inquisition is called. Yet. I imagine it's no better for you. You've got my sympathies, for what it's worth.
Alright, I want to look at your wares.
Can I see what you have for sale?
Of course. My wares are at the table.
Okay. So, just go over here. A barbarian moral. Okay, since I have probably some starter DLC weapons, there is nothing that's gonna be better than what I already have. Okay, so here can we get upgrades for Bianca. Interesting. So we probably need those Bianca upgrades, because otherwise Varric can't find another weapon and it doesn't get stronger. Okay, they are pretty cheap, so I'm just buy them. Okay, do you have anything to sell? Okay, I'm just selling. Yeah, I'm just selling everything here. I don't want to wear this. Yeah, I'm just selling everything. Just saying everything. Electrical life rod here. Life rod amulet sucks. It's a one-time revive. Okay, no, I don't. Okay, this is junk. So we can just sell this. This is all exists to make money. Okay. So right. Okay, that was Segret. Let's take a quick look over what's over here. I don't think there's anything interesting here. Maybe some random loot.
I don't see why we need to build siege equipment.
Oh.
We're not laying siege to anything.
That's an excellent point, Recruit. But if someone comes to lay siege to us, perhaps it will be best for us to have some means to fight back.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay, construction orders. As you know from the terrible accident of last week, many passages through the mountains are unstable and liable to collapse at any moment. I do not wish us to lose more brothers and sisters in the search for lost cultist treasure. We must seal all entrance into the mountain. The Templars have done a careful sweep of the cavern. Everything of worth was collected. What remains of the disciples of Andraste will be forgotten, buried in the earth. Once it is done, let us have no more talk of them. This is a new heaven, restored to life by the true Chantry and most holy Justinia, the Mother Florentine. Okay, I'm sorry. So there's more stuff to read and more stuff to loot. Siege equipment in Tedas. Siege weaponry has been used in Tedas for centuries, with primitive equipment used as far back as the Third Blight. Nevertheless, it occupies a peculiar niche in the tool of warfare due to its requirements. Any army wishing to produce trebuchets or catapults must be founded and organized well enough to procure both the necessary materials and the military experts to construct them. Throughout history, throughout history, most armies fulfilled such requirements did not take advantage of the situation. During the Third Blight, for example, Alisans and Monsenat constructed catapults to fling flaming debris at the Darkspawn. Oh yeah, so the Darkspawn, so if you get in contact with a demon blood or darkspawn blood, you will become a darkspawn yourself. That's what I meant with the Mabari. And the Mabari has been bred to resist it. But the expense of the weapons did not justify the limited damage they caused. And the darkspawn were ultimately driven back by the Grey Wardens, not siege weaponry. The Winter forces similar had the resources to construct siege weapons when attacking the free marches or defending themselves against the exalted marches of the Black Age. Instead, the Imperium focused primarily upon the power of its magisters, who were less powerful but more flexible than siege equipment, and who could more easily fall back when the tide of battle turned. As a result, in the battles against the Kunari in the Steel Age, generals found to their chagrin that the Great Oxman had left them behind. The Kunari black powder is, most military experts agree, not magic. It is merely an advanced alchemy that makes their cannons more effective than any trebuchet could ever be. Nevertheless, the main hope, as centuries have passed since the last Blight, and mages are now safely held in the circles where the harm the experts of Ferelden and Orlays may once again turn their great minds to learning. We need no magic, not where the minds of men survive unfettered. With our resources and our commitment to knowledge, we can easily surpass the brutal Kunari on the field of battle. Okay. So the Kunari weren't the barbarians, which had which are into nature religions. I think that was them. So I'm actually confused about it that they used cannons. In my opinion, it doesn't really fit with it, but maybe I'm mistaken with who the Kunaris are.
Who are we fighting anyway, sir? I've heard it was mages.
Okay, so here we have a closed down mine. Maybe we can open it later. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the blacksmith. No. There's no sprint button. I can't go faster than this. This is sad.
Master Harry said we weren't to sell Inquisition blades.
When there was no
Okay, Cassandra's over there somewhere, I think. No, Cassandra isn't here yet. Cassandra's in the throne room, she isn't here yet. Okay, some schematics. There's elf fruit. Okay, since I already went into that direction, let's do the alchemist task first. So we have here a little outskirt area, and there's the house of the alchemist's master. is search, so I can press V to search.
There must be something here.
Oh, okay, so he said, okay, so this search was something different, because if we press search now, we get a different sound, and we get an arrow that shows us where something hidden could be. And we have to figure out where it is, and then press V again to unlock something hidden. Those are the notes we have to bring to a den. And I think that's all that's here. Okay. Okay, so there's iron. Alright, so let's look at the map. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, let's go over there then, if for some reason we can complete it. Alright, I'm curious. I didn't know that. Maybe I didn't take the quest, the requisition quest. Damn it. And there's more iron. And more iron. Just take everything. I don't think there are monsters out here. There's more iron. More iron! Even more iron! Okay, there's a frozen lake. Oh, there are hunting animals. There are animals which I can hunt. Without a bow, it's not really makes sense. I can grab them, right? Why isn't grabbing working? I know it works! I just haven't found the enemy for it to work yet. Okay, wait, so... Ah, no, okay, no. Okay, so no, this is just... It just shows me a point where I can find iron ore. That's it. I cannot hook them! Okay, but I killed it. Oh, yeah. With Warwick, it's much easier to hunt them. It didn't even give me anything. It didn't drop anything. I'm still searching for a sprint button. I have to craft a logging stand. But I don't know how to do that. Alright, let's go to the blacksmith. There's another chest and over there's also a chest, I think. Yes.
See reason. We
Oh,
cannot
that's...
say. Why not? Because we're Templars.
What does that even mean anymore? Fight amongst ourselves.
Okay, so over there's is Herod the blacksmith.
If the Inquisition wants to field with decent cavalry, it needs better horses. I heard Seeker Pentecost might try to acquire suitable...
Defenders coat arms. Okay, let's talk to Herod.
Expected you, big boy. I'm Harriet, and everyone knows who you are. How's the new gear fit?
Oh, quite well.
Sturdy and warm. It's perfect.
Good. World's gone mad. Stock armor and blades are good against bandits, but we're not fighting bandits. My gear will see you through demons, apostates, whatever this world throws at you. So, you need custom work, something special. You bring the materials to us, we'll make it happen.
Okay, so what's your story?
How did you come to be here?
Come from a little town called Lothringen. Long gone now. I was in Redcliffe when the Darkspawn hit it during the Blight. Helped rebuild. Left when royalty decided it was time to hand the place over to the bloody mages. Ended up here. Just missed the boot. Can't decide if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch walking or the exact opposite.
Oh, cursed.
Sounds like someone has it in for you.
Don't I know it?
Do you outfit the
Who
troops?
outfits the Inquisition soldiers?
Not me. I've got work to do. Can't be passing a sword to every blighter who signs up. If you want to help the troops, talk to Thren, the quartermaster. She'll set up requisitions.
Okay, what can I make here?
What can you and your team make here?
Arms and armor. We work irons and blighted dragon bone if you've got it. Our designs are simple, but they get the job done. You want something fancy? Bring your own design. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, I don't think there's anything interesting, so do you have any designs?
If I want something, what can you make?
Start simple. Something to keep you safe. Take a look at it on the table there and we can talk.
Okay.
You'll need materials. We should have what you want just outside.
Can you improve my equipment?
Can you help improve my arms and armor?
Yes. You find a new piece, a pauldron or greaves, we'll take care of you. You can't just slap a new hilt on your sword in the field. Bring it here, we'll make sure it's done right and proper.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Right.
So it has given us a quest where we have to make armor. Have some armor made. And modify armor. So craft armor. Let's craft the defender's mail. Yes. Yeah, I should have read that anyway. There are 5 different types of crafting slots. Yes, utility, offense, defense, damage, and armor. The type of slot determines the set that will be generated from the material placed in it. For example, placing iron in a defensive slot gives a bonus to melee defense, while putting it in the utility slot gives a bonus to strength. Experiment with different combinations of materials and slots to create unique items that fit your need. Okay. So, armor, defense. Okay, so each crafting material has a predetermined stat value for each possible slot, which you can view by examining the material. The final value of the stat coming from a slot is determined by the multiplying this value by the numbers of material placed in the slot. Okay, so okay, let's make an iron with iron mail. That gives us 72 armor rating and 4% melee defense. Okay, craft item. Blocking defender mail. Okay. So we have craft one, and yet now we modify one. You can freely remove and add existing upgrades or exchange them between different items. Yeah, new upgrades can be crafted in crafting stations. So defender code. Okay, so blocking defender code, heavy arms, defender code arms. That increased the melee defense by 3%, so now we have 7% melee defense. Confirm changes. So
Serve you well.
now I should equip my new armor. So what else can I equip? Templar helmet, Fervent soldier helmet. My level is not high enough for that. Okay. So quest completed, piece by piece. Alright. Yeah, this is for weapons. Craft weapons, modify weapons. Buy and sell. The tactical renewal. Okay, so with this item we can what's name is it? We can reset our abilities and rearrange the points if we want to. Okay, so let's take a look at this home and plunder it. Okay, there's nothing in here. My cat is clawing at my door. One moment. Really? What do you want? Alright, Verwelden Greatsword. Okay, that's interesting. Let's take a look at the Verwelden Greatsword. So it's a 200 weapon, 300 Verwelden Greatsword, 78 DPS. So let's make Onyx. Wait, what makes Onyx? Primary slot damage. Ooh, iron gives electricity, that's interesting. But onyx seems just as good as iron. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be a difference for the Greatsword. So let's just take iron as the base because iron is the most common. So this increases our attack by 6, plus 6% stagger on hit, and 12 guard damage bonus. How much would this be? Okay, it doesn't show it. Oh, alright, let's craft this item. Brutal Greatsword, okay. But I assume it's just worse than what yeah, it's much worse. Okay, but craft weapons. I can. Dense two-handed heft. Blue white roll. Okay, so I could increase its damage. Okay, but I don't really have enough iron. What's that? This is height. Critical damage bonus. I don't have enough. Nux skin also gives critical damage bonus. Okay, but it doesn't really make it that much stronger, so let's not do that.
Why are you here with the scouts instead of bobbing around with the nobles anyway?
My uncle died.
Okay, so then give the quest to the apothecary. I already forgot how it's pronounced. Meanwhile, there's the cat snuggling up with my feet.
Are we going to have new verses in the Chant of Light now for the Herald of Andraste, telling what he did?
It's far too soon to consider anything like that.
This building. Yo!
You're back. And in one piece.
Thank you.
You said you thought Master Tajan was working on something special. If it helps, I found his notes.
The old codger was on the edge of a breakthrough here, but he couldn't see it. You want some of these mixed up? You just give the word.
Okay, how do I order potions?
How do I go about having potions made?
Just take a look there and tell me what you'd like. Find a recipe for something better, I can make that too.
Okay. Equip potions, so potion assignment and replenishment. You can equip or replenish potions for each party member. Select potions from the list on the left to the slots or the bottom right to assign them to the current party members. You must replenish potions before you can use them. Healing potions are replenished free automatically, but all other potions require herbs for replenishing. The types and numbers of herbs required appear next to the selected potion description. Click a slot in the bottom right to replenish an equipped potion. Okay, so Lyrium potion is just magic. Increases magic by 30 for 20 seconds.
Let me know if you need anything.
What? Was there something? Oh, through the wall I can pick up some elf fruit. Nice. How much elf fruit do I have for upgrading? Oh yeah, so we also unlocked the regeneration potion. Wait, did we? Yes, okay, so yeah, so regeneration.
Another time.
Anyway, I'm only interested in this. Okay, I don't have enough elf food yet, just a bit more. Alright. So then let's go to the chantry. I'm not exploring the chantry yet. There's a lot of read, but I actually want to get something done. So I'm just going straight for the story. And now the cat is sitting on my cloths. And she's clawing it.
Does it trouble you?
Not anymore.
It stops spreading and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Sounds like fun. That sounds dangerous.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
I've heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
A pleasure.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Doesn't matter.
Can't you simply ignore them?
If only that were possible. Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
The Herald on Andraste.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading.
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
So I think when I say I like it, so Cassandra will like it whenever I claim to be the Herald of Andraste, but it's so since I'm going not to choose the choices which would be best in the moment, instead I'm choosing to roleplay myself, I kind of think it's unnerving.
It's a little unsettling.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign. And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Okay, could we be attacked?
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them. There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Why would she help us?
Why would someone from the Chantry help a declared heretic?
I understand she's a reasonable sort. Perhaps she does not agree with her sisters. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the Hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Okay. So, operations. The war table allows you to apply the power of the Inquisitions toward Orleans and Ferelden. Mother Giselle in the Hinterlands, which can be found on the Ferelden side of the table. Okay, so let's go to Ferelden. War table. The Inquisition can unlock new areas for you to explore throughout scouting operations. Perform the scouting operation for the Hinterlands on the Ferelden side of the war table now. Okay, so it wants us to scout the Hinterlands. That costs 1 power. Okay, so if
my scouts are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
If Giselle dies, any hope of the Chantry support dies with her. My scouts will slip past the fighting, find her and protect her with their lives. Yes, let's choose this operation because we can't choose anything else yet. So, and we see mages fighting against Templars, and then our scouts attack both of them. I like the design of the crows or ravens or whatever they're supposed to be. They are really cute. Alright, scout the Hinterlands. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's order any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostate and the Templars out of the area. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries of Master Denet, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe who lived in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we have been unable to get through the fighting. And yes, let's wrap it up. Accept report. Would you like to gather your party adventure to the Hinterlands? Yeah, let's just do it. Of course, we're taking all we can take. Okay, we have some backstories about Solace. Fight demon. Ah, okay, this is interesting. So there are 3 tiers of items. So this game probably goes to level 20 or something like this, like I expected. So loading screens are pretty long in this game. I don't know why.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's an honor to meet you, my lord. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. All of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
Pleased to meet you.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
All right. Let's just do the story. Yes. Oh, so wait. So here's the quarter. Wait, where's the quartermaster? Down there. The requisition officer. Hoi.
Word for you.
Report.
What is it?
This could help us.
Yes. So she gives us repetitive quests where we just have to gather some materials and bring them to the requisition. Okay, so I just want to go to just make the story, just push the story a bit further. We will get 3 more characters in our group. I just
Watch
want.
your step.
Watch your step. Yeah, I just want to. Oh, ah! Anyway, doesn't matter. I can take
Mother
it later.
Giselle cannot be far.
I just want to push the story to the point where I get 3 more group members, so that I have a bit more variety. Alright.
Inquisition forces. They're trying to protect the refugees.
Looks like they could use a hand.
Get over here! Thank you! Finally an enemy I can grab.
I do not think they care, Seeker.
I'm level 4. Okay, loot. Just gather the loot. Okay, more waves of enemies. He's T-posing!
We are not
Okay.
Hinterlands. We mean you no harm.
Okay, so I have to be careful. Those are the traps that can insta-kill me if I'm not careful about it. And he just teleported away. Nice.
Be ready. More coming our way.
Okay, so next wave should be Templars. Oh. Oh, I hate the Templars. They're just annoying. Oh no! One of our friends dies! Okay. Just hit it until it dies. I really don't like the defenders, they're just annoying to deal with.
We are victorious once more.
Alright. Okay, so on the symbol of the Inquisition is a sword that pierces the beholder. This is interesting.
Who can heal your wounds? Lie still.
Don't touch me, Mother. Their magic is...
Turn to noble purpose. Their magic is surely no more evil than your blade.
What?
Hush, dear boy. Allow them to ease your suffering.
Mother Giselle?
I am. And you must be the one they are calling the Herald of Andraste.
I don't want him to.
Not through any choice of mine.
We seldom have much say in our fate, I'm sad to say.
So you agree with them?
I don't presume to know the Maker's intentions, for any of us. But I did not ask you to come simply to debate with me.
Then why am I here?
I know of the Chantry's denouncement, and I am familiar with those behind it. I won't lie to you. Some of them are grandstanding, hoping to increase their chances of becoming the new divine. Some are simply terrified. So many good people, senselessly taken from us.
It was a tragedy.
What happened was horrible.
Fear makes us desperate, but hopefully not beyond reason. Go to them. Convince the remaining clerics you are no demon to be feared. They have heard only frightful tales of you. Give them something else to believe.
Appeal to them.
You want me to appeal to them?
If I thought you were incapable, I wouldn't suggest it.
Will they even listen?
Let me put it this way. You needn't convince them all. You just need some of them to doubt. The power is the unified voice. Take that from them and you receive the time you need.
Alright, thank you.
It's good of you to do this.
I honestly don't know if you've been touched by fate or sent to help us, but I hope. Hope is what we need now. The people will listen to your rallying call as they will listen to no other. You could build the Inquisition into a force that will deliver us or destroy us. I will go to Haven and provide Sister Leliana the names of those in the Chantry who will be amenable to a gathering. It is not much, but I will do whatever I can.
Okay. So...
Corporal Vale is coordinating the Inquisition's efforts in the area. We should speak with him.
I'll keep an eye out. Thank you. It's good to have commerce restored.
Okay, so here I can claim this. Saga of Titirdar, Bright X Avramada. Tirda Bright X, dwarf friend chieftain with her leaf-eared lava lay. Walk she did, it's a song, isn't it? Walk she did to love sweet morning, lava gone in light of day. Dream words whispered, spoken soft, still, the silence crushed and crashing. Dead her tribe unless a child could keep her line in warrior fashion. Alva was so named the lover, called our journey yours and mine. One day a child of Tirda's blood, mowing the strange must shine. Lovers whispers to obey. Hendrik, dwarf prince friend in passion. Babe produced to serve the line. The Ava tribe her name or taking. Okay. Thank you. I will just take requests here. Just some quests. So you have a quest. You're a refugee with a quest.
Someone, anyone, please help my wife.
What's wrong?
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath, like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Okay. I am still looking for a sprint button. Hello? I can't walk through you. There's some elf food. There's more elf food. Alright, so I don't want to explore this because there's stuff to read and I want to wrap up soon. But I will just read everything I see. Oh my fucking god, why is that so much? Healer's notes at Redcliffe Crossroads. Low on Elfwood, send girl out tomorrow to gather more. Send village boy with her, fighting closer. Redcliffe closes gate, refugees at the crossroad now. Threatened refugees, illness and stomach trouble from eating spoiled food. Burn marks consistent with magic attack. One elderly refugee had bone sickness made worse by fleeing villages when apostate attacked. More refugees arrivals. Elfwood spindleweed low. Threatened slash wounds. Contusions, internal bleeding, 6 threatened 2 east to marker. Reported Templars attacked them as suspected apostates. Threatened forced cough at crossroads, sent letter to Redcliffe asking for blankets, no response. Widow Tane passed in sleep. Threatened hunger shivers at crossroad, more refugees, burns and contusions. Severe bleeding, cough and fighting between apostate and Templars. Amputated arm to save girl. Will die without more Elfwood anyway, but too dangerous to gather more. Girl running high feather, refugees found merchant wagon burning on way to crossroad. Matched Olds wins wagon. No bodies but everything in wagon taken. No more supplies coming. Pink girl will make it. Use last of effort. Making poultices from whatever I can find. Telling refugees to boil anything they eat or drink. Too many sick. Giselle came, said Inquisition help is not far behind. Fighting outside sound like Templars and mages more. Refugees scattered. Someone outside screaming have to help. Okay. Yes. Please let me out. Okay, so this is the hunter.
That's the last of the bread. Going to be a long, hungry night.
What's the problem, mate?
These people need food.
There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than luck.
Okay.
Good luck.
So we just have to kill some rams. Okay, there was one more quest. I actually want to take that quest. But where was it again? I think it was one button. I think it was over there. Yes, recruit Riddle.
Cold weather coming. Fool villagers. Where are their coats?
People are cold.
What do you need to keep these refugees warm?
Blankets, warm clothes, all of it. These poor sods lost everything when the mages and the Templars went crazy. If we were in a village, I could just pinch a blanket off a clothesline and be fine. Out here, I'm sure the apostates have plenty of supplies, just haven't been able to find them.
Farewell.
And to you.
Okay, so let's wait, so how do I go back? It was something with map, wasn't it? Wait, journal. Inquisition path. Ah, alright, okay, so I have to get up power. I have to do stuff now. First. So before I can proceed with the main quest, I have to get 4 points of power.
You're with the Inquisition. Corporal Vale, thanks for your help. The Mages and Templars don't seem to care who gets caught in their war. The refugees here are in dire need of help. If the war doesn't kill them, cold or starvation will.
Okay, investigate. Any other concerns?
What other problems do these refugees face?
We've got some injuries that go beyond stitches and elf fruit. I know healers are in short supply. But if you can find someone in Redcliffe to help us, it would save a lot of lives.
Okay. You said people might starve.
You were concerned about refugees starving?
Yes. Many of them brought food, but they expected to be home by now, or safe in a city. There's a hunter up the hill who had some ideas.
Okay. Ah, okay, so he... yeah.
Is there anything we can do to help people deal with the cold?
I asked the Inquisition to send blankets. You'd think I was asking for a wagon of raw lyrium. A recruit named Whittle is trying to make what we can bring in last. If you have any ideas, talk to him across the road.
Okay, so I didn't notice. He tells you of the side quests in this area.
What can you tell me about the Templars?
All the Templars were called to Val Royeaux not long ago. These bastards ignored the order. Now they're killing rebel mages, along with any refugees they think are mage sympathizers. Every Templar I've ever known has wanted to protect the common folk. These men defile their order's good name.
What can you tell me about the rebel mages?
The real rebels are up north in Redcliffe, dug in and taking care of their own. The ones out here are just apostates, locked up in the circles all these years, and now they've gone mad with power. The rebels in Redcliffe have washed their hands of them. I wish we could do the same.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Alright. Yes, stabilize areas by sealing fate rifts, expand the reach of the Inquisition by setting up new camps, and complete quests to gain power and influence. Spend power on scouting operations at the war table to unlock new opportunities. Gaining enough influence increases the rank of your Inquisition and grants you access to unique perks. Okay, so just have to gain some more power, I guess.
We'll see.
Okay, let's just, so we can get one power there. There's also another, but I think for this, so I can only do stuff that's in this area. Because here I need to be level 7, here I need to be level 7, here I need to be level 7, so I can only do this stuff. I can do this too. Alright. Let's gather enough power for the next step of the story, and then I will make a cut. Okay, so there's a chest. There's more loot. There's iron. So over here should be a rift. Yes, there's the rift. Alright, so get over here! Okay, next wave. Fighter skill. Ah, I'm low on health. No, don't die. I parried him! Okay, so for some reason my teammates aren't surviving well. Okay, that's one. That should be it, I think. Yeah, close to rift. So this will increase our power by 1. Alright, so now let's gather the loot. So let's look if something is over here. Nope, there's nothing. There's some elf food, there's some more enemies.
That tower is impressive, even as a ruin. I wonder what dreams it might hold.
Okay, I missed that parry. Okay, over there are more enemies. Okay, so here we can claim something again. Okay, apparently it doesn't do what I thought it does. I think claiming stuff gives me power, but it apparently doesn't do it. Okay, so the second stanza. Firm gold-handed fingers squeezely javeled wings with glitter stone. Took in tribes in time of troubles, fed them fat to weaken bone. Warriors greet in great in number, sun-kissed swords to fight his wars. Drake-scaled shirts, their bodies covered, hard wine-stained the salty shores. Told his tribe a tale of treasure, over sea to north it gleamed. whispers whispers words to drive the dwarves to Golden City where he dreamed. Counselled quick in dreams alone, voiced wiser man I ignored, hushed the tribes until they screamed, had heed the dreams and crossed the waking. Oh my god, my throat is sore. Okay, so just some more loot. Let's gather all the elf food so I can upgrade a lot of potions. Okay, so this always has been a bit weird to me, just on how are you supposed to get there, right? Because here's a secret you can climb up to, and here's a ladder, and now there's a chest. The Codex unlocked Vita. I think Vita is an armor for the Alva, which is a class that has, which is a race that has its unique armor. Oh, there's a crow. Crows are so cute. Hoi hoi. Okay. Alright. So, the enemies here have been oh, there's a defender. I hate defenders. It's okay! They just didn't notice me. Okay, so the first one is dead. Oh! It was a spike in the back, so get over here, Archer. Okay, the defender's down. Oh. Now, don't attack the defender, attack the Archer. The combat system in this game is a bit weird. But that's just because it's a party-orientated combat system instead of an action-orientated combat system. Dumb. He wanted to charge.
The renegade Templars faced a mage of any talent.
I'm in defense. Okay, I didn't know that you actually have a defense stance with the warrior. I thought it's just a parry, but apparently it's a defense stance. Interesting. Okay. Oh, there's a fox, a fennec, or whatever. Okay, so I need to kill some of them. Ah! I missed! Come on. Thanks. So I can level up. What was it? Was it P, right? I will just auto level the other characters. I only care about my character. If I want to change it, I can do this later on. So, what do we have here? Flow of battle. Every critical hit reduces the cooldown time on your abilities. That's not bad. Werewolf. You spin with your weapon outside, cutting through enemies in your path. No, not yet. So what do we have here? Crippling blow, hamstring. Slowing targets. Combat roll. Up the grace. This is a good skill, Deep Reserve. Okay. Horn of Valor. To fight harder. I don't like to be a buffer myself, but this is definitely a good ability to have. Okay, I will just take this ability, Cop the Grace, and then I will go to somewhere else. Some else abilities. Okay, Warwick, Cassandra, auto level up. And Solus, auto level up. Alright. And everyone is low on health. Okay, let's go to the camp. Don't really have to do something. Damn it. You're low on health.
Decent spot to camp.
Yes. Alright.
Nothing to report, sir.
Nothing to report. Oh, there's an oculi. Yes. Okay, let's go back to the main character for now. So, the oculi. Oh, and also get us some roots. Okay, with the more
Place the skull
stuff.
out here. And
Yes,
for what
yes.
purpose?
Okay, ocularum. Oculara can locate shards in the world. When an ocularum can no longer see any shards, it stops glowing. Yes, so...
The skull illuminates certain objects in the distance. I am not familiar with such magic.
Of course, it had to be a skull that lights up creepy shit.
Okay, so that's it. No, I didn't want to open the console. Okay, so yeah, that's just some stuff we can find now. Die! Lovely. Okay. There's no loot. Unfortunately. Oh right, there's another quest I can take. Map to waterfall. Okay. Find the spot marked on the map. I can do this later. I don't need to do it now. Ah, I'm stuck. Okay, so I can't go here now. This is level 7 area. There's another ocularum. Rifts on the outskirts. There's a rift I can seal. Hunger pangs. Yeah, this is just for the rams. In the elements. Okay, yeah, so there are 4 cages. Okay, so let's go this and then this.
Nothing to report, sir.
And well, then I should have enough power. Okay, so there are enemies. Kill them all! Kill that warrior! Harry! Just blocking stance!
I doubt these were mere bandits. They moved with the efficiency of a trained group.
Loot. Okay, so here's nothing to loot for us. So what's over there? Okay, so over there is nothing interesting yet. We will get another character over there. Okay, we are here again. Wait. Okay, so I have to go there from the other side. There's sausage. Alright, so I remember there's one. There's one. There's one.
I hear reconstruction is progressing well in Kirkwall.
I know things are bad there.
I wasn't trying to.
You weren't trying to remind me how bad it is in Kirkwall, so you decided to talk about it?
About its recovery.
What you're talking about are the buildings, and even that will take years. People don't recover so easily.
Okay, so one thing that annoys me about this game is that enemies are respawning way too fast.
That's
so,
what the skull helped you find?
Yes.
Right. Not ominous at all.
So, in my opinion, enemies shouldn't respawn unless I left the area. It's just too annoying otherwise. Alright, anyway, okay, so let's take the rift. I can't do ghosts. Okay. So for some reason my character didn't do anything. Okay, let's close it. Okay, so there's another quest.
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
Okay.
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise. Sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
Farewell.
Okay. So is there something? Yes, there's something behind here. Oh, a shocking stuff. That's actually interesting. Oh wait, so I can equip anyway stuff. So I can equip this one. Let's just equip this. So your medium armor. You can wear this armor. So your light armor. I can't equip this. Okay, wait, but you can equip a weapon. Shocking stuff. Bit more damage. So one-handed for Cassandra. Okay, I don't have one-handed, two-handed. Oh, the claim actually deals more damage, I think. It deals similar damage, okay. So, yeah, you can only have Bianca. I have to upgrade Bianca. Okay, so do we have a shield? No, we don't have another shield. Alright then, let's go there. And that should... Wait, what's over there? There is... Oh, wait, okay, so I can just do this. There's just, I think, some stuff I have to loot. Oh, there's a chest. Oh, another 2 stuffs, okay. Staffs. Yeah, so you can mark the cage location.
These must be the supply caches Whittle asked us to find.
Oh, there's something interesting. Okay, so... Nope. Die. I need you.
Make us take you!
Okay, there are some more enemies. I know that there's something to read, so we'll just check that off.
Back me up!
I also can equip some of the rings.
Want me to handle that?
Yeah, okay, so requires the rook. Mind leech stuff, okay. That's interesting. Alright, let's read. A page from a journal, edge scorched. The Templars were attacking the peasants we've taken food from. They wanted to make certain that everyone fought to the death rather than help us. We took them by surprise with ice and lightning, and several were dead before they even saw us. So much for all the Templars' discipline. The brutes are of the least just as much as we are now. Still, there were enough of them to damp our magic, and the sellswords died fast when it came to blow. We have fallen back into the peasant soil. It's sturdy enough in here, and it looks like the peasants didn't give up all their food after all. The door's locked, and the Templars gave up trying to force it after we killed the last fool who tried. I can hear them out there, doing something out in there. Whatever they try will be ready. We are never going back to any circle. Even real Templars couldn't stop us. And these glorified bandits are no better than we are. Yes, and then they were happy burned. Okay. Okay, so let's take whatever, whatever ingredient this might be. Crystal Grace. There's more elf food. Oh, and there are worms. Oh! Oh, it's just, it dropped something. More worm meat. Almost there. So this chest, we already have it. Oh. Did someone die from fall damage? Okay, there's another worm. Yeah, and the enemies here are already respawned. Oh, he's almost dead. Why though? Oh, so there was probably a group of Templars fighting against apostates that spawned here. Not
The
just
fighting
here.
between the mages and the Templars has cost too many innocent lives.
Alright. Let's kill one of those Fennecs. Okay, it doesn't give experience points. But they can drop their height, I think. Which you might need... Oh, Codex unlocked, Fennec. Okay, so here's another quest where we'll scout.
Excuse me, have you seen another Inquisition scout? Elven woman, answers to writs. You said your friend hasn't reported back. Well, she was supposed to be checking on some apostates. I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for her.
Yes, okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay, so this is it. Oh, okay, here's some loot hidden.
So, set up camp or keep moving?
Yes, set up camp. Alright. Yeah, so we can fast travel between
Nothing to report, sir.
stuff. Okay, so this is it for this. Let's take a look on how long this episode was. It's just 1 hour and 47 minutes. That's fine. Okay, so in the next episode, I will go to Val Royale, or however it is pronounced, and then I will get 3 more members in the party. See you soon.